This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. In early 2025, Rolex implemented a significant price increase across its watch lineup, with the most substantial hikes seen in precious metal models. This decision was largely driven by the surging cost of gold, which had reached record highs over the previous year. But how has this affected the gray market? Have consumers adapted to these changes, or are we witnessing a shift in demand? In this video brought to you by the luxury world, we will explore the repercussions of Rolex's pricing strategy on the secondary market, analyzing various model categories and forecasting market trends for the rest of the year. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you do not miss out on future content. The price of gold experienced a dramatic rise throughout 2024, increasing by 20 to 30%. Given that Rolex manufactures several high-end timepieces using solid gold, this surge directly impacted production costs. To compensate, Rolex raised prices, particularly on gold models, to offset material expenses. While some analysts expected an adjustment, the magnitude of the increase caught many off guard, especially for models like the Daytona Oyster Flex range. Historically, Rolex has been strategic with its pricing adjustments, ensuring that price hikes align with brand prestige and demand. However, some industry insiders question whether Rolex could have absorbed some of the costs rather than passing them on to consumers. With a brand as powerful as Rolex, demand often remains high despite price increases, but the gray market tells a different story. Even before the price increase, some precious metal models, such as gold Daytonas and Sky Dwellers, were facing challenges in the primary market. These watches were seen sitting in authorized dealer or AD displays longer than expected, signaling weaker demand. The price hike has exacerbated this trend, making them even less attractive to potential buyers. A critical question arises: was this the right move by Rolex? Some argue that maintaining slightly lower margins could have helped sustain demand, preventing a buildup of unsold inventory. Instead, the increase has led to an influx of unsold gold models, with gray market dealers hesitant to stockpile them at higher costs. With high-value models struggling to sell, could ADs resort to bundle deals? Industry observers predict that, by late 2025, some ADs might offer steel sports models as incentives for customers willing to purchase high-end gold watches. While Rolex typically discourages discounts, market conditions may force ADs to get creative. Reports are suggesting that UK ADs already have multiple gold Sky Dwellers available for purchase, indicating declining demand. If this trend continues, we could see price corrections or more attractive purchase terms for buyers willing to invest in these luxury models. Unlike the precious metal models, the price increase on steel sports watches has been minimal. Surprisingly, the gray market has absorbed the increase without major disruptions, and in some cases, steel models are selling for less than before due to market trends. For those seeking steel Rolex watches, the gray market remains the best option. With minimal markup and immediate availability, buyers can avoid the waitlists and uncertainty associated with ADs. Dealers are still paying above retail for the most sought-after models, meaning that these watches retain their value exceptionally well. One of the most vulnerable categories following the price increase is the steel and gold range. Models such as the two-tone Submariner, GMT Master 2 Root Beer, and even the Daytona are experiencing reduced demand. Flippers, who previously drove up prices, are now avoiding these watches due to diminishing resale profits. With fewer flippers buying new steel and gold models, the secondary market will likely see an increase in pre-owned listings. This shift means that collectors looking for these watches may have more opportunities to purchase gently used models at better prices. As market trends evolve, Rolex may reassess its pricing strategy, especially if demand for gold models continues to decline. A slight correction or stabilization could help maintain a balanced market. For those interested in steel sports watches, the gray market remains the best bet for immediate availability and competitive pricing. Meanwhile, those looking at gold or two-tone models may want to wait and see if prices soften further. In early 2025, several Rolex models emerged as top sellers, each maintaining strong demand and market value. The Daytona range Oyster Flex Ghost White Gold continues to be highly sought after, with its retail price rising from £29,300 to £33,450. Despite this increase, it still commands a premium on the gray market and remains completely sold out of major resellers. The GMT Master 2 Bad Girl has outperformed other variations like the Pepsi, Root Beer, and Batman. With a retail price of £9,650, it remains a favorite among collectors, with 70% of buyers opting for the Jubilee bracelet over the Oyster. The Datejust 41 Wimbledon dial maintains its status as a strong performer. It continues to be in high demand and holds steady at around £12,750 in the secondary market, demonstrating its lasting appeal. The Submariner date, which was the best-selling Rolex of 2024, has now slipped to fourth place. Its retail price is £9,900, while the grey market price remains strong at approximately £11,750, showing that demand, while slightly lower, is still significant. While fluctuations in the market are expected, the rumored Rolex price hike in 2025 casts a long shadow, forcing enthusiasts and collectors to confront the harsh reality of an ever-widening gap between aspiration and attainability. This is not merely a minor adjustment. It is a stark reminder of the brand's strategic pursuit of ultra-exclusivity, a move that leaves many enthusiasts feeling priced out and questioning the long-term implications for the horological landscape. The immediate impact is clear. Existing models will become even more expensive, both at authorized dealers and on the secondary market. This surge in value benefits current owners, potentially turning their timepieces into lucrative investments. However, it simultaneously erects a formidable barrier for aspiring collectors. The dream of owning a classic Submariner or Datejust, a milestone for many watch enthusiasts, is becoming increasingly distant, replaced by the harsh reality of escalating costs that outpace inflation and wage growth. This creates a two-tiered system, where seasoned collectors and investors can capitalize on the price increases while newcomers are left to grapple with the inflated entry point. Beyond the financial implications, the price hike raises concerns about the future of horological passion. Will the next generation of watch enthusiasts be discouraged by the exorbitant prices, turning their attention to more accessible brands? Could this lead to a decline in the overall appreciation for traditional watchmaking, as younger audiences find the barrier to entry too high? While Rolex's brand cachet is undeniable, its continued pursuit of exclusivity risks creating a disconnect between the brand and the broader community of watch lovers. Furthermore, the price hike fuels the already rampant gray market, where watches are sold above retail price. This unregulated market, often plagued by counterfeits and inflated prices, thrives on the scarcity and demand created by Rolex's controlled supply. The 2025 price increase will only exacerbate this issue, making it even more challenging for genuine enthusiasts to acquire watches at reasonable prices. The Rolex price increase of 2025 has had varied effects across different segments. While steel sports models remain strong, the precious metal and steel and gold categories face uncertainty. As the year progresses, we will continue to monitor how EDs and gray market dealers adapt, whether bundled deals emerge, and how buyer behavior shifts. The 2025 Rolex price hike is more than just an adjustment in pricing. It is a symptom of a larger strategy that prioritizes exclusivity over accessibility. While it may benefit existing collectors and investors, it simultaneously alienates aspiring enthusiasts and raises concerns about the long-term health of the horological community. The harsh reality is that Rolex is becoming increasingly unattainable for many, a luxury reserved for the privileged few. The question remains whether this strategy will ultimately sustain a brand's legacy or lead to a gradual erosion of its connection with the broader world of watch lovers. One thing is certain. Rolex remains the king of luxury watches, but even the king must adapt to market forces. What are your thoughts on the Rolex topic we shared in this video? Let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for future updates. Thank you for watching Luxury World, and we eagerly anticipate your participation in our upcoming videos.